Hey, good morning. Happy Christmas Eve day. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. So look at what's going on in weather across Michigan and across the country for the next several days. And we do this every morning about 8:30 or so. So if you can, hit the share button and let me know what you're getting, where you're at right now, because we do have some light snow here in Frankenmuth, where I'm based out of. We've had about a ½ inch, but it actually looks like the roads could be a little slick. I know the sidewalk was a tiny bit slick when I took the dogs out this morning. So let's get to it. And if you have a report of how much snow has fallen in your area, we would appreciate it very much. Hey, good morning, Brian. So here is the radar, and you can see that it's not really well put together snowfall, but it is snowfall nonetheless, moving southeast. So it should get into Detroit and Ann Arbor and Jackson, and we've had some snow in the Flint area already. That's the Grand Rapids radar. And let's take a look at the Detroit radar. Gives you a little bit of a better feel over on the east side of the state. And the snow showers have generally moved off to the east side of the thumb and now starting to shift into the Detroit area, but it is light stuff. Good morning, Don Fisher from Detroit. Hey, do you have any snow there yet? And let's just take a gander up at northern lower Michigan too, show you what's going on there. And a little more widespread scattering of snow showers. No snow in Palm Springs yet. And Daniel wants a blizzard. Merry Christmas to you, Brian Stearns. All right, let's get to what's going to happen here. Here's the radar forecast for today. And right now the model doesn't show as much snow as what's falling, so I would take this as being accurate, but probably a little more widespread than what it's showing. But even there, it's really not showing a whole lot. So I wouldn't worry too much about significant weather, although I always think that first ½ inch or inch is your most dangerous. So be careful there, just that it sneaks up on you and gets a little slick. Here's total snowfall out of this same model for today, and you're looking at less than an inch, we'll call it, in southern lower, and you're looking at maybe some spots getting 2 to 4 inches up around Petoskey, over toward Wolverine and the Gaylord area. So there it is. And hey, thanks for joining me. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. We do this every morning, Monday through Friday. The morning weather update on MLive. Hit the share button if you can. We're going to show you what's going on as we go to the end of the year, as we do have another warming trend on the way. All right, here is our U.S. model, what we call the GFS Global Forecast System. Pretty good, although getting an upgrade, hopefully. Dennis Motes, Merry Christmas to you. Ashley, what time will it start? Where? Nathan, I'm flying out of Detroit today. Would it affect my flight? I don't think so. No, this is a ½ inch in the Detroit area at that, so it should not. Just salted the roads in Melvin. Sue, how much did you get? What's quite a bit? All right, so we're into tomorrow. We're into Christmas Day, and it should be pretty quiet weather-wise, traveling conditions. Hey, Portland, you're getting hit hard, aren't you? Or are you Portland, Michigan? You're probably Portland, Michigan. All right, now we go into Wednesday. This is Wednesday evening, so if you're traveling back from somewhere, you have dry conditions Wednesday evening. Jackson to Canton should be okay. You're going to probably start to see the light snow in the next hour or two. And I don't think it's going to be anything significant, especially if you let the temperature warm up a degree or two this morning. Now, this is Thursday morning. Here's the storm center, the next storm. And remember, when these storms pull up to the west of Michigan, it gets us into the southerly flow. And that's what you're seeing with this one here. This is Wednesday or Thursday midday, and this is Thursday evening. Here's the storm center, strong southerly flow. That takes the rain snow line up into the UP or into Lake Superior. Merry Christmas, Ashley. And this is Friday morning. And when the storm centers take this northerly track, it actually allows us to get into what's called the dry slot, and the precipitation shuts off. So that's why the track of a low pressure center is so important to us meteorologists, because if the storm center stays to our south, we stay pretty much in a continuous precipitation, continuous snowfall, or freezing rain. If the storm at this time of the year tracks to our north, we get into rain showers, or sometimes it's snow to freezing rain to rain, and then a dry slot, and then it starts to turn cooler. When do you think there's going to be a big storm? Nothing in the offing as far as a winter storm just yet, but we are in that pattern where the storms are sizable, so it just has to take the right track. Lynette Barber, White Christmas, probably not in the southern part of Lower, although we got a half inch. The grass is covered here in Frankenmuth, so maybe it'll just be just white enough. Now, we're into the weekend, and it looks pretty quiet, and if you have some traveling to do on New Year's Eve, right now, I'll stop it here. This is what New Year's Eve looks like. The next storm forming out to the west, but us pretty quiet. So that's pretty good news for travel conditions around the Great Lakes region. So here's what you have. Today you have light snow moving into the southeast part of the state. Now we're hearing from Davey Fox, a nice accumulation. What is a nice accumulation, Davey? 1 inch, 2 inch, 5 inches? And then, Brian Taylor, I'll get back to that here in just a second. Do I see a weather pattern change coming? So we've got the light snow, lower Michigan this morning. Then we'll have dry conditions on Christmas Day. And the next storm system coming at us, it looks like by Thursday and Friday. And I did want to show you this. High temperatures today around the freezing mark. Tomorrow, a couple of degrees warmer on Christmas Day. We'll call 34 pretty common. Wednesday, a couple of degrees warmer. 37 we'll call it. Thursday, a few degrees warmer. Southern half of Lower, 40 to 45 degrees. Friday, that's when that storm is pulling the warm air up our way. 45 to 50 degrees. So, there you have it. Pretty decent travel conditions for this time of the year. Get ready for a little mild spell. It's going to be a wet mild spell, and I'll be off tomorrow most likely unless the weather changes significantly. So have yourselves a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everybody. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update.